Brenda.
How are you?
Doing awesome. Life's been a little bit too much, I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah, I'm right there with you. It has been.
It's been nuts.
Uh-huh.
I'll start because we'll probably cry if we start talking about your life's crazy. I think in the last episode we talked about me going back to work.
We did. How's everything going? Give us the scoop. We can't wait to hear.
Here's what I'll tell you. I love this company. I love the people. I love what I do. I think it's a super great fit for me. What's been a big adjustment for me is having a senior in high school. I was going to say college. I have a senior in college too.
You do?
Having seniors and having all these moments that you want to be there for. And I wasn't quite ready for the dedication to work and how much I was going to have to juggle and all the things I want to be at. And I
all
want
the
to see her every
scheduling.
day when she comes home from school. And this isn't her need, to be clear.
Exactly.
It's my need. For me, I'm just not ready to not have her here all of the time. And now I'm going to get weepy.
And you don't want to miss anything.
I don't want to miss anything. So that's probably been my biggest. I love all of the work stuff and everything that I'm doing. I'm super energized by. It's a little overwhelming because learning something new after I was so long with my old company that it's hard to learn a little bit of this, but it's a lot of the same old stuff because same industry, same type of gig. But yeah, then having to travel, I knew that was going to be a challenge, just being able to juggle all of it. But it's just reflexing a muscle that's been dormant for a while. So
I'm sure. And like you said, it's more for you than it is for her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she loves to have you in all these things, but really it's for us. It's
totally.
We don't want to miss one more thing because let me tell you what I'm going through right now. And you've been through this too, but
I haven't though.
True, to a certain extent.
It's a big difference. Having one of your kiddos leave for college is a big adjustment, but having the last kiddo leave for college,
I was not prepared. I still am not prepared. It hasn't been that long, but I know one of the things that we were going to talk about is getting them ready for college and feeling unprepared, which you and I have had these discussions before just recently, that actually this time we took her to college. It all went smoothly.
See, everything's relative. The last time was across the country.
Yes.
So your whole experience and what you're used to is 10 times different than this experience.
Completely different.
So the
And it
fact
was
that you're
COVID.
close and you could both be there, and you're an hour and a half away at worst case scenario. And so it's, hey, we forgot something, we'll bring it next week.
Exactly. We could pack up the back of the truck. Whereas the last time we were on a plane, we each had 2 suitcases. That's all we could bring.
I remember being there
Yeah.
her last night at home and trying to shove as much as we could in those suitcases, rolling the clothes.
Exactly.
We're like, what's the, where's the, is there another one? How many can we check?
Suitcases, backpacks. We each had a backpack, a carry-on. So when we got there, then we definitely had to go to the store, Target, and Bed Bath & Beyond were our friends because we had to get everything, just like everyone else. So this time was all about working with her roommate and figuring out what they needed. So Amazon was our friend, obviously a really good friend
I think
of
I
ours.
remember your husband saying another package.
Yeah, they're at our house every day. We had the truck packed up 6 p.m. the night before we had to leave, which is unheard of for us. We are never there.
I know, you came over and I'm like, how's it going? You're like, good, we're all packed up.
I know. Any trip we go on, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning before.
Oh, you don't even have the trip planned half the time before you go on the show. We learned that a few episodes ago.
So we drive over there. We're on time for our time slot. Get everything in. It's all going smoothly. Her roommate comes. They get everything in. It was just seamless. We did make a trip to Target.
Yep.
A few things.
That's one thing about the dorms. There's only so much you can pack in there. So it's just a matter of how do you organize.
We ended up bringing some things home, and she did look at her roommate's side and go, Mom, I brought way too much.
Yeah.
At least you felt prepared when you left. And then now we realize it was too much. But
son and his, so this is his last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's bringing stuff home because he left some stuff there for the summer at his house. Luckily he could. So instead of him moving stuff in, he was bringing things back. And he said, Mom, this year is all about minimizing because every year we bring way too much.
Exactly. You just want to be prepared.
"No, you need to pack Band-Aids." And he was trying to unpack the medicine. Of all things, you need
Yes,
the medicine.
believe that.
Put the allergy stuff back in there. You're gonna call me.
We had all of the stuff packed and we
Yeah.
get there and she's, "Oh, shoot, I forgot my glasses."
Oh,
We
nice.
need those. She can do without for a few days. Those essentials are
Yeah.
the things you don't think about. What I wasn't prepared for, Betsy, was when I came home.
Yeah. In the
And
house.
the house was so quiet. It just felt empty and my heart was all
Yeah.
achy.
I was telling my son we're excited to come tailgate at school because it's been hard adjusting to life in the Jonathan household without your daughter being there. And my son said, "Yeah, she's like me. She's a big presence when
She's a
she's there."
personality.
Yeah.
She's a character.
Yeah.
She keeps it lively and
Yeah. Every
was
house needs a noisemaker. It's hard when they leave.
it's so hard. And it's only been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm still searching for, okay, what's next?
What are you gonna be when you grow
do?
up?
Exactly. What am I going to be when I grow up?
Do like me.
Exactly. You know what?
Reinvent yourself.
That just might have to happen. You just sit there and think in the quietness.
Yeah.
Now what? Oh, it's just me and
Right.
it's just my husband.
What am I gonna do?
What am I going to do? I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm.
Is this midlife crisis?
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe.
It could be.
I thought that
I mean, it
happened
makes
earlier in your life,
logical
though.
sense to me that you're, I don't know, technically halfway through. I'll say I'm halfway through life. That makes sense.
It does.
I read a few articles on this lately that retirement is later than what it
Mhm.
used to be. I hope that's not the case for me, but I do get that. Our lives are so busy when we're raising our children through all these years that the void when they're gone is tremendous.
It's tremendous. It really is. So my older daughter, obviously, she's been out of the house for 5 years now,
Yeah.
but I still feel that impact from her not being there.
Totally.
She's across the country. So it's difficult. I get to talk to her on the phone,
Yeah.
FaceTime, those
Yeah.
kinds of things, but
Yeah.
it's tough. And luckily, this one is closer, but
Right.
it's still the day to day when you're home alone. And I can talk to her on the phone as well, but I'm not there.
It's even meal prep.
It is. I told my husband, maybe cereal sounds good tonight. Or
So it's so funny. My husband and I had a real long talk about this, what we're going to do when it's just the two of us, even just three of us, because we're used to a lot around. How are we going to buy groceries? What are we going to do? And I was like, we'll be fine. What am I going to do when I miss all these moments? That's what I'm stressed about.
Exactly.
It's been a whole conversation we've had in the house.
Thankfully, and my husband and I both really like leftovers, so
Nice.
that will be part
Nice.
of our routine. Yes, the
Uh.
quietness and the stillness and the just sitting. I think I told you I saw a post on Instagram and it said, "Day 1 of empty nester syndrome.
You did.
My thoughts are too loud for my head and I can hear my husband breathing.
I need my noise
I
meter.
need to be
Just
helping
Jackson's.
someone through something or having conversations about how their day was. And my husband and I will get there.
It's just different.
I'm worrying
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
asking them about how
Yeah.
their day was and what's
Yeah.
next and all of that.
Even the senior years, there's so many different events, right? Just this morning, my senior was up at the crack of dawn to go catch senior
senior
sunrise.
sunrise, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a ton of moments. There's all the home football games. There's all the activities that they want to be part of.
Exactly.
And then they're making the decision on where they want to go. We're applying for colleges. We're doing college tours, all to help them to make the best decision that they can. So even just that last year there is open houses, graduation parties for them and all of their friends.
Exactly.
And then
Yes.
prepping all of the stuff that you need to go and move in. I love that you had such a smooth experience with moving in. I did me with moving in, and unfortunately, my older two. And honestly, I feel like we did better with my husband's kids.
Sort of.
But at the end of the day, unprepared.
Okay.
All the preparing in the world, and maybe it was all the schedules I was juggling. I
Could
don't
have
really have
been.
a good
Yeah.
excuse, but I felt I was prepared. And then I can remember going in and being like, oh, wow, nothing works. I don't have the organizers we need. I don't have anything. I've made emergency runs on almost every move in. It's not good. We've had meltdowns. We've had to assign roles, multiple trips.
Oh,
And I don't, maybe it's because they've always been relatively close, so I haven't had to prep as much. I'm winging it a little bit, which is my style.
I mean,
we'll figure it out.
yeah, that's me a lot as well.
I
That's why
know.
I
I'm
still cannot
impressed.
figure out how it went so smoothly. I did only have one in the house at the time. You've had more.
That's true.
More people,
That's true.
more schedules going
More
on.
things. That's true.
So I had
I love
just
that you're giving me excuses.
just
to
one
why.
to focus on.
Our faces when we walked into Target, my daughter, I don't even remember which of her moves it was, but when we walked into Target, we saw the display of organizers, all the different things they had. I could have hugged the cashier.
And you're lucky they had all that left because
So
everybody's doing
lucky.
the same thing.
So lucky. And my poor daughter's boyfriend, we came back. It was stressful. And her roommate and their family were way better prepared. And so we're in this apartment, moving things in. It's not working. We're unorganized. Things didn't fit. We brought too much. We didn't bring the right stuff. So we had stuff everywhere. And she's looking at me like, Mom, I don't even know where to even start. Her roommate's room, beautiful. They were stringing lights and making it all the lights up on the top of the room.
Instagram worthy post.
They were vacuum sealing the meat for her to put in the freezer so she had meals accessible. And we couldn't even get her clothes organized. It was terrible.
Oh my goodness.
It was terrible. So anyway, ran, got what we needed, came back, and then we had to put all that crap together. My daughter's boyfriend, he was such a saint. We walked in, we got our organizers. We're going to take the stuff that's all put together. We're going in the bedroom and we're going to make her happy. And while we're doing that, put all this together.
Exactly.
Please.
Probably would rather have been out there anyway.
Yeah,
In the chaos.
Yes.
Yeah.
You take her,
Yep.
make her better. I'll put this together. I'm very good in this space. So let me just, for a hot second though, big news in our house.
Yes.
We no longer have a boyfriend. We have a fiance. I'm so excited. I
That is
can't
awesome.
even.
We were so happy to see that as well.
High school sweethearts and just an amazing couple.
They
and
are. They're both just awesome
I-
people and just so happy for them.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
I'm so giddy.
We're
And
so
how-
stoked and we're extended family, right? So we feel like we're getting a really,
it
really
was awesome.
nice new part of the family as
Yeah.
well. So
He surprised her.
tell me about that.
So probably she knew just because they've been together for quite a few years and they're at a stage in their life where this is a good next step. They had a trip planned together that weekend. So our strategy was she would probably expect it on the trip,
Okay.
but he was like, I think I want to do it before because then we can make the trip about celebrating and she might be expecting it there. So I might be able to
Right.
surprise her more if I do it before.
You get the opportunity to be there.
That was the other thing.
That's
He was like,
amazing.
and I would love for whoever can be to be there. If you're listening, future son-in-law, you're amazing. He found a farm. She's a foodie. She loves farm fresh. So found a local farm that had fresh flowers to pick and a sunflower garden. And it was awesome. The whole thing was fabulous. We walked in and we've got a car full of people that have to hide. And my son is a photographer. And so they wanted him to hide and then take pictures and surprise her. He was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to wear the right disguise? So he wore my husband's jeans and sweatshirt and a hoodie and a COVID mask, everything he could do to disguise him from what he might normally look like so she wouldn't recognize him. It wasn't a super busy place. So we all drove down there ahead of them. It was Deep Roots. It was a really cool place. Love them. Family owned. And they were just amazing in how they helped us.
What you do with your car?
So we pulled in and walked in and I said, hey, here's the thing. My daughter, and I almost choked up.
I was going to say, you're probably tearing up.
I barely
at the
could
time.
get it out. And they looked at me like, oh my gosh, she's sick. What's going on? She was like, can I help you? What do you need? Is somebody fallen in the parking lot? But no, I said, my daughter is going to get proposed to tonight. I said, her fiance is coming. They're behind us. And I'm worried she's going to see our car. So is there a way we could park it somewhere? They were like, drop everything. I'm calling the owner. We got you. You can park here, or if you're too worried about that being closed, you can go way down yonder by the fence on the other side. I think this is good. So we parked there. Brenda, they hid us in the back room office of the store.
Oh my
The
goodness.
owner came in. She was like, okay, just hide here. We tracked her on our Light 360. God love it.
Yeah.
Okay, she's close to the building. So we're hiding back in this little room in this back, but there's no windows. The one worker was like, okay, they're in the building. And then she would walk back out. She's like, they're looking at stuff. Okay, she'd walk back out. She came back. They just walked out, but you need to wait or they're going to see you because they're not yet to the field. So meanwhile, my son is out hiding in the sunflower field. We thought that they wanted to go to the sunflower field. So the worker there that was taking their check-in ticket said, I'll direct them to the sunflower field where my son was to take pictures.
Awesome. So they were fully invested in this
Fully
whole process.
invested,
That's
all
awesome.
in. The entire place knew. But I didn't know this. We should have coordinated a little better. My future son-in-law wanted to go into the wildflower field, which was on the other side.
Oh,
They go to the sunflower field, and my son is trying to hide behind them. They get through the whole thing. We're trying to find them, move around, the owner, the husband, the whole,
oh my,
everybody's watching. Everybody, not only the workers in the building, all the people who are shopping now in the building are engaged, and they're all up
already-
against the glass in the shop. It was
oh,
hilarious.
that's awesome.
So they come out of the field, and my son is peeking out, trying to take pictures. He has amazing pictures of them.
He does.
They
I
turn
can
back
see them.
around. We thought they were going to do it right there. So we're all standing up and revealing ourselves. They turn back around because he wants to head to the wildflower field.
Meanwhile, your son doesn't know this, so he's
No.
trying to capture every
No.
single moment possible.
Totally.
Oh my-
They turned back around. He dove in the cornfield, started booking it. He found a wagon with a bunch of logs in it. He acted like a worker and started pulling the logs out of the wagon.
Thank goodness.
We all scatter like flies. I walk in the building and all these people are up against the window. What's he doing? It's so amazing.
Aw.
So they go to the other side. We all are peeking around and trying to figure it out. My son goes to the other side, hides behind some of the wildflowers. My future son-in-law drops down to one knee. The entire building erupts.
Oh, I bet.
It was so amazing.
Oh.
They don't even know them.
Exactly.
It was so cool.
They were so excited to watch this.
Amazing
Oh
moment.
my
And it was super special. And
That's
then
so awesome. Meanwhile, your son got all of that.
I was sobbing. I was a mess. Then we take him to dinner. We no more than sit down to dinner. And of course, the only thing my husband can say is, so let's talk grandkids. That's what's
Yay.
next. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so awesome.
Now the
Super
idea of
happy.
planning a wedding.
2 seniors planning a wedding, starting a new job. Why don't you just take it all on at one time?
Yeah. No kidding. Oh, why not? Here's the thing. I'm so freaked out about being that empty nester
Well,
and the quiet. Oh,
Been doing this like me for years,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going. And then, boom, it's quiet.
Yeah.
And it's just you and your husband. And although that's nice,
Yeah.
it's not the same. And
No.
it's not what your existence has been for the last 18 years.
It's very close to the difference of when you go from being a couple to being parents.
True. Yes.
Dramatic shift.
Dramatic. Yes.
And then you get it back and you're like,
Yeah. And I know you were going to ask me for some advice on how to deal with back with me next time because I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Last night I went to a friend's house and we went over some new things that are going on. Tomorrow night
Yeah.
I'm going for a walk with a friend I haven't
Yeah.
seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I am working on some things.
you're
but
going to come to me and let's do weekly podcasts.
yeah, that might be the next thing. But then all of our stories will be gone.
I
because
know.
then it's just fun. We do have some fun stories.
We did last weekend. One of my keys to not being a helicopter mom when my children go to college is to tailgate on football weekends. And we had an amazing time. It was awesome. We have a lot of people that join us and all the kids were there and it was fabulous. Doing it again this weekend.
And
the next
Betsy
weekend.
has graciously invited me along to all of them as my daughter is
Everyone.
going to the same college.
Yes.
So
It's
it's
perfect.
been amazing for me too because
It
I get
has.
to be there. I can see her for a little while
Yes.
and then
You get a child
we
sighting
hang out
and a
and have
hug.
fun.
It's the perfect way
It-
to engage with your children who have left you and
Yeah.
gone off to greater things. You don't have to just hang out by the door.
Exactly. I'm coming to
But-
take you to dinner right now. No, we're there. If you want to come and see us, great.
Because I haven't seen you. Things that Brenda and I were talking about, what to talk about is as they've gone to college, and really this can be once they have a phone, to be honest, but it's a little bit harder once they go to college. So today's you have so much ability to connect. When we went to college,
Yes.
and we couldn't have a car my freshman year, and I had a
No,
phone in
could
my
I?
dorm, And that was the one way that I would talk to my parents. And if I
Right.
wasn't home in my dorm, there was no communication whatsoever. And you carpooled back home, and that was it. Luckily, had the most amazing group of girlfriends at MSU that were a great support system. But otherwise, you have no idea what's
No.
happening with your child. So now we have these children that we've been watching, and we have this Life 360 app, which is fabulous because you can see whether or not they've made it home safe. That happens in college too, right?
It
And
does.
so I said to Brenda, have you watched your child walk home from the bar and make sure that they get past this and past that? Or it's a rainstorm. How am I going to get from point A to point B? I got you. I got you.
Yes,
This is the next
happened
bus stop.
actually. I can't find the right bus stop. Okay, let me see where you're at. Yes, I know. People will say they need to figure it out on their own.
They
She
do.
eventually did.
Yeah.
I just was there for her to talk to as
Yeah.
she was going
Yeah.
through it, and I could see where she was. I think it's really more for us again.
100%.
But she did appreciate that I'm like, oh, I think you're
Yeah.
coming up on a bus stop.
Yeah.
Now she'll know where
Right.
that bus stop
Right.
is. And
It's just hard to shut that off.
It
You
is.
have
It
all
really
of
is. And
this
again-
accessibility. And even still today, during my day at work, all of my children know that I'm working during the day. Yet there are multiple times during the day where I'm getting a call from this child. And I don't know, it could be that they just need to know where I put the allergy medicine in the bin. Or it could be, Mom, what's the password to YouTube TV? Because we need to tap into some football games. Or it could be, I just crashed, or my
You
car
just
just got
never
broken
know.
into.
yeah.
Because it had all 4 of those calls.
Yes.
Those are real examples.
I bet.
You never know. And when they're further away, it's just,
Well, I just had the same
stressful.
thing today that
Yeah.
I just need you to come get me because I don't feel
Right.
And it was, I'm just kidding.
in your heart, just
say
thinking,
no.
are they really okay?
Exactly.
And I'm an overthinker anyway, so I'm going to overthink all
Yeah.
of it. It's a lot of adjustments, a lot of things to get used to. And I know you and I both have the same philosophy that in all, we just want to be there for the moments that matter.
Absolutely.
And we want to help our children however we can to make the best decision that'll work for them. And it's not always easy.
It's not.
'Cause
Letting
you're
go
not
is
them.
not easy.
They're their own person. And
Right. People will say you have to let them figure it out on their own. And I get that. I really do. We let go. We do what we can.
yeah,
We
Yeah.
pull back when we can. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, if they're struggling, we're going to be there to help them.
yeah.
It's-
Safety net, no matter what.
Exactly.
And it makes me feel better to be the safety net. I can remember when I had my very first child, and I don't even think it was a babysitter. I think it was my mom. The very first time that I left her with anyone other than me. And I probably was only gone 2 hours. The hardest 2 hours of my life. Had no idea before that it would be the hardest 2 hours of
Exactly.
my life. But I can remember someone saying, just stop calling, that you don't need to check on her every hour. And I thought, you think that I'm a little bit nuts right now because I'm going to check on her. If I didn't go and check on her, watch that crazy thing
Exactly.
come.
What do you think
Like,
is going to happen then?
Exactly. Part of the reason why I even went back to work at this point in time, I know I'm going to miss some of the moments for my senior, but I also know that she will soar without me.
Yes.
And it is better for me to have something that I'm involved in for her to be able to go and do those things, because otherwise she probably would be worried about Mom. I don't want that.
I know exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah. I know.
So anyway, they'll figure it out. We've raised them and they'll make great decisions and do great things, but we'll helicopter from afar. And
Yes, we will.
in the meantime, we'll just drink a glass of wine and pray.
Lean on each other.
Exactly. Just to get through it, because
Yes. It's much harder than anybody. They do say it's hard, but you don't realize it until it's actually happening.
so with that, Brenda, we're at time. And I know we
Nice.
had so many things that we want to talk about. So
Next time.
friends, we will bring back a ton of great things next
Yes.
time, because we had a long list of things to talk to you about, like those little tales that you tell your children to make sure that they mind you, that you have zero intention of falling through on, but you do it anyway.
Just can't help yourself.
So we will close with the wonderful words of wisdom that Mima has shared with us. Sometimes when life gets to be too much and you're missing your kiddos,
Yeah.
geez,
It's too quiet in the house
just focus on lifting that coffee cup.
and drinking it one sip at a time.
Awesome. Thank
Have
you,
a great
everybody.
night. Bye.
Good night.